32 cougar sightings in less than 24 hours. Neighbors are on high alert out in Oregon City today. Now, that first sighting happened Saturday night on Harley Avenue. Then on Sunday morning, someone reported seeing two cougars near Swan Avenue and Cleveland Street. That's just a half a mile away from that first sighting. Well, Lisa Balick is live in Oregon City with more on this developing story. And Lisa, you talked with a woman who saw a cougar lying in her yard.
Yes, Jenny, and she told me she couldn't believe what she was seeing. She was out on her porch here. She has about an acre of land. She normally looks out and would see deer and coyote over there. Only this time, it was definitely not that. It was something very different.
I looked at it and I thought, now that is the biggest cat I think I've ever seen in my life. What are they feeding it?
Maria Treadwell's lived here in the Park Place neighborhood in Oregon City for 25 years.
They came all the way up through here.
At first, she didn't believe it was really a cougar in her backyard.
And then it got up again, but a house cat had started coming from the back tree line over there and was creeping ever so slowly to the ground. And when I saw the difference in size, I knew I was seeing what I was seeing.
The cougar didn't go after the house cat, but Treadwell went after the phone to call 911, worried the cougar would eat some of the pets that wander Harley Street. This was about 9 at night on Saturday. She told me the cougar, about the size of her yellow lab, then got up and wandered out of her backyard into some brush.
Definitely a good size.
When police arrived, they couldn't find the animal. But a few hours later, a neighbor several blocks up the street by Cleveland and Swan stepped outside and saw what he thought at first was a coyote on the lawn, but it wasn't.
And when I whistled, thinking it was a dog, it just stood up, sitting pretty, and as soon as I seen its face, I just started backing up because that's when I noticed it was a cougar.
Kelly Murphy told me the animal didn't seem aggressive. In fact, it was rather calm. But he wasn't taking any chances.
Yeah, I backed up real slow because I know not to mess with a cat, and I'm a hunter and fisherman.
His neighbor told me he saw a second cougar walking close to the first one. Once again, police arrived but didn't spot the animals. This neighborhood is close to a patch of woods where the cougars might live. But parents here tell me they're keeping kids and pets inside now once it gets dark.
I'd be a little hesitant about walking up there in the park then if there is a cougar. They've seen it up there. Hopefully the authorities will find it.
Now, some people haven't seen any of these cougars say, hey, maybe they're making this all up. But it was just last week, July 4th, is when they found a cougar up in a tree in northeast Portland. Wildlife experts came in and took that cat out of there. So they believe these are real sightings, and people around here hope they find those cats very soon. Live in Oregon City, Lisa Balick, KOIN 6 News.
All right.